we're back in DayZ, and this guy just, I don't know, the cannibal guy just totally vanished on me. That was kind of heartbreaking. It's like, I ain't got time to chill with you, and I'm like, oh, okay. Do I not have a good melee weapon? I can hold the gun, and it kind of looks like I do. So today we're chatting about the upcoming kind of PC update. And it's like, oh, why the PC update? And it's very simple. So what happens with the development on the Xbox version of DayZ is that they basically, work on it in a sort of stress server or test server. And once things are good and polished, and they like them, they push a full version out on PC. And then after a few weeks or less, depending on how difficult it is to get going, they port it over to Xbox. So we're looking at 1.03, and like I had mentioned in the past, kind of expecting it. I was thinking June probably looks. Oh, June. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I had counted down. Seems most logical for a release of this particular update. So we're going to look a little bit less on sort of maybe not as many fixes or sort of like patch things with it. We're mostly looking at new features, and that's because some things are specific just to PC, just in terms of fixes. Like, I mean, some issues that persist on Xbox won't persist on PC, and some on PC won't persist on Xbox. That's just how development goes. So we're apparently going to get a switch on off for walk modifier. So I'm not sure if we'll get that specifically right away. They separated hold breath and walk inputs. Erect, crouch, and prone inputs. So I guess no binds by default. That's more of a PC thing. Turn on/off headlight/night vision goggles. And rotate item in inventory. So that's hopefully something we're going to get to see. Again, some of these sound more PC oriented. So we're really trying to look at what kind of tweaks could possibly come. A new vehicle, the Gunter 2 with its attachments. A VSS rifle with its attachments. I guess they're adding 9.39 ammunition and 9.39 armor-piercing ammunition. So that is kind of interesting, at least I think so. Also, apparently tracer ammunition for 5.56 times 45, 7.62 by 39, 7.62 by 54R, and .308 Win. So you're going to get some tracer ammo. That was something I believe was teased or actually accidentally implemented for a short time a while back. The tracer ammo definitely sounds familiar. So looks like we're seeing perhaps the implementation of that finally. CR75. What do we got? We got buckshot. Yeah, that's not going to help us. So we got guns that don't work, so that's fantastic. We're going to go to the gun spot over here and hopefully come across stuff. Apparently I'm unlucky for finding ammo and guns and stuff, so that's just how the cookie crumbles. So other new features, night vision goggles, NVG, an NVG head strap, and the NVG can be attached to the tactical helmet. So yeah, that's kind of neat. Night vision goggles, those are fun. We've kind of seen sort of, I guess, the humble beginnings of this in regards to the the night vision scope. So it's kind of cool to see that come into play. Those might be fun to collect and use in a future video. That'd be cool. The universal flashlight can apparently be attached to the tactical helmet as well. Baraka sights, backup iron sights, BUIS, I guess it's called. BUIS. PS011 scope designed for the VSS rifle. Makes sense. You got a sniper like the VSS. Need to have a scope for it. What's going on in the middle of the street there? Is this just plants? Okay, we gotta be careful. It's like a very deadly area. The handsaw. Oh, I guess that'd be, yeah, okay. Interesting. Handsaw. Neat. So now we sometimes check up here because it might have ammo and stuff. Yeah, I guess that's in one of the later economy things. Like, they change the loot economy all the time. It's very hard to keep up with stuff. Try my best. Colored dress. No, thank you. Also, looking at firearms melee attacks. So you're supposed to be able to melee attack with pistols, buttstocks, and bayonets. and bayonets for the KA, the M4A1, the Mazda 91/30, and the SK59/66. So I guess we're gonna get some like bayonet charges, or I don't know, maybe it's just slashes with the bayonet. So that'll be an interesting change up for sure. Pow, 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 pow. Anyways, 4-dial combination lock. Oh, it's really sounding British out here. Not British, British, right? I think I said British. And strawberry jam. So that's an interesting thing to see. There's just zombies. So yeah. Looks like strawberry jam will be an item. Kind of seems a bit odd to add as like a focus thing, but you know, all to their own. I guess more food items, something different to go and work towards finding, I suppose. Bit odd. Oh, I got my red kicks, so I don't need those. A handheld receiver and glow stick attachments on backpacks. I guess that's kind of neat. Separated erect, crouch, and prone inputs, which I don't think would be the case on console due to the button style. A wheel. An Olga wheel. You just put that in my inventory? Just fits in there? Just vanishes? This huge wheel just fits right in. It's like, whatever. Quick bar, you are here marker for each tourist trail. Map stand. Oh, I guess that's kind of a nice option. So the map stands that we sometimes visit will have a you are here indicator. I think that's a nice touch. Makes sense. Something not too difficult for them to do and add. Unset press, oh, that's different. Quantity bar for energy-based items in fireplace. That's interesting. Dun 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 dun. I feel like I'm playing a PlayStation exclusive here, where you have to walk through the bushes in order to hide yourself. Oh shit, that didn't work. I wonder if this is gonna work. Kind of, not really. Nope, didn't work. Didn't work. It didn't work, guys. This is not good. At least I got lots of stamina going on. It's time to get home, reckon. I'm sorry, sir. Your order did not come in the mail today. Lock, unlock sound for doors. We already got that, I'm pretty sure. Sounds for death and suicide animations. Drop and pick up sound for scopes. Baseball / nailed bat. So we're gonna get a baseball bat and a nailed bat. Finally, they've been teasing that forever. Character statistics in the main menu. Interesting. Different character sounds for wearing certain headgear. Interesting. I don't know. I think character customization is something people have been wanting for a while, so I'm surprised not to get something like that in this one. So headshots kind of do matter, as people keep reminding me. So if you can, aim for the head. Always, because a good dead Zed was hit in the head. So I guess we can look at fixes a bit. There's certain, like, just kind of technical errors for, like, guns and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. Watering a garden slot and no progress bar, that'll be helpful. Infected can attack player through tent walls. I wasn't aware that was an issue happening. Loot and infected corpses spawn after a while. I guess they fixed that. Drinking gasoline does not harm your character. Alright guys, drinking gasoline will harm your character now. So don't be like me that one time and drink it and have no effect. That was funny. Did I vomit? I think I vomited, but I guess now it'll actually harm your character. And lens flares are visible and unconscious. I always thought that was cool. Quantity. Other than that, it doesn't really look like anything too big fix-wise that I think would apply directly to console. I mean, there's a lot of tweaks and fixes and stuff, but I'm trying to think just in the sense of, you know, what's going to transfer over to the console version, like Xbox, you know. So I gotta be smart about that. They also tweak things. I guess the limit of dynamic lights and the render distance has been increased to 16. I don't think that would be the same on here, obviously. Ladder on deer stand should be easier to get on. That's good. Let's see, improved road flare particles. That'd be cool to have come over. I like my road flares. Torch no longer illuminates the world during daytime. Nice. Improved variable visibility of blood splatter particle. I guess the blood splatters are gonna look a little bit better. That would be nice. Assuming these do come over, guys. Decrease the lethal radius of landmines. Smoke particles on weapons. Improved visibility of the muzzle flash particle. Okay, melee refractor or refactor. Extended checking blind stuff. Projectiles damage was tweaked. Bleeding sound was tweaked. And change some other sounds. Nothing too crazy. Again, I'm going through the list with like a little bit of hesitation. That I have to sort of, you know, almost screen things and be like, is this something we're gonna see likely on the console? I like to be accurate and helpful with the information. Don't give you false hopes on things, but seriously, yeah, this has been just how it works. They test it on the PC test server. They bring it to the full PC version, and then like a few weeks, maybe a month later, we get it on console, depending on how streamlined their building service is. Which, I mean, it should be better now that it's launched, you would think, but you never know. And they're probably cracking away at the PS4 build of the game, so that's also going to take some time. BK-18 again? God, can a guy get a break and not have grab another BK-18? It's like they grow on trees, but the ammunition is so rare. I don't know, it's just kind of tiring. And there's like a listing on... Oh my god, there's a lot of zombies around here. There's a listing on modding too, but that's really not applicable to the Xbox version. Again, guys, I think it's going to be really unlikely. Could you zombies keep it down for a second? I think it's going to be very unlikely that we see modding come to the console. It's not impossible. You know, it's not impossible, but the way they curate things and the way the development team for DayZ kind of works, I realistically can't see it happening. Oh, crap, that's not good. Yep, I'm a gusher. It's coming out of the legs. That's not good. Bleeding everywhere. My red shoes. You gotta slap it even though... Okay. Okay. Garbage. I'm surprised I haven't found any bullets for my pistols yet. So cool. Those seem to be the kind of main things they're working on. Do I need any? I guess I could have some rice right now. You know, it's nice to get rice. You don't see it all the time, but I don't mind having some rice. Remember if you like eat or drink too much? Well, I don't know about drinking, but I know if you eat too much, then you can just get sick sometimes. Your character vomits everywhere. It's pretty hilarious. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a nice, refreshing sip of Spite Lemonade. I guess they've also mentioned that more weapons will specifically be coming to Xbox, so that's kind of cool. They don't say what kind of weapons, but more weapons in future updates. That's kind of nice. It's always nice to have some new tools to use. Yeah. A modded effort in the community. Oh, the SIG. Yeah. I guess they're just kind of talking about that. I guess they removed the legacy branch of 0.62 on my birthday, so that's kind of neat. What else do they got? Crew doesn't kill you. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I don't want to deal with zombies. They're kind of tiring. I knocked that gal down in like a couple hits. I'm bleeding again. My character is such a bleeder. Anyways, yeah, PC update will hit May, so yeah, that should be neat. Again, it's just trying to give you guys a timeline based off of like the observations that I've made since the game released into early access. Just kind of getting an idea of how, you know, their systems work with their updates, and once you understand that, yeah, works pretty well. So now we're gonna have to walk to a small town here. As you can see, I'm limping a bit because why health isn't as good. And if you're in the field and your health's down a little bit, is that a person or a zombie? It's a zombie. Keeping your health and your water bars up high are very important because they're going to help you with your regeneration quicker. It's not as quick as it used to be, but it's a big bar. You can see that on the screen in the bottom right, how indicators are going up and stuff. It's a good sign of healing, which is kind of important. Yeah, so we're going to head this way. Again, I'm trying to make it to the prison island in order to do, I guess, a video there or something. I don't know. Probably die a few times along the way, as per usual. But the game really is fun with the death. I should just do like an intense action camera angle episode or something. Just like this zoom in, like a real trooper. Like I put this akin to like a Mass Effect style of like third person. That's what I would say this is. Because that one has that tighter third person angle. But you're not as focused, like center focused, I don't think. I like this. It gives you a good sense of like what's behind you and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. God, this game loads so weird nowadays. You can see like the trees when they're not loading in much more clearly. I don't know. Like it still runs pretty good on the One X. I feel like there was a certain point where it was like really perfect running, and then it just kind of like teetered off after. It was after the huge update where they had like just a ton of things like cars and horticulture and stuff, and just kind of like so much of they just packed stuff into the game, and then it kind of caused some issues and that. So it's interesting to say the least. And we're gonna run over here. So we got a couple of buildings that are gonna be coming up on our left here, and I'm on my usual server, so that's good. I doubt my peppers are still there, but I'll give a quick glance to see. I hope maybe somebody survived to go and enjoy those at some point, because that's why I make them. So best of luck to whoever ends up finding that kind of stuff when I make it and put out the little news things in the video stuff. Like I usually do like a posting to let people know. And then the video comes out after a while, because I filmed them usually in blocks in order to speed up the editing process and that. This really comes down to like time availability and what I have to talk about like topically. And I got to get some more creative ideas just to kind of keep the action going in this. So I'm walking down the side of the road here just because I'm trying to be fast. So roads are your fastest form of transportation. They're also like usually the most dangerous. I'd say out in the hills is probably the safest. There's a railroad track that you can follow. And if you go online and you check out the map, you'll actually note that the railroad track can take you through the whole world of DayZ, which is kind of crazy. I guess it's like Shinaras or something. Anyways, I prefer the beach though, because that's where you're going to find a lot of good boats. I know I mention that every time, but I do think it's important to kind of note. These sides used to be way more fun. Because the boats will have like food and supplies. But yeah, if you're being bold and you want to get somewhere fast, directly down the road is going to be your quickest way to hit places up. Railroad tracks, somewhat safer. You're going to get the same sort of direction as you are with the road. In the forest to the right there, that's going to be your best bet for safety. I mean, you might run into somebody that's like camping there with a gun and stuff, but everybody's going to have their eyes focused on the road as opposed to off of it. So it does make a big difference, at least in my opinion, for surviving out here. From what I've noticed from my great expertise with this package, as I kind of run down this area again. But I mean, if I'm not interacting with people, where's the excitement and the intensity? I mean, I've done my long journeys to different places. I've been to all over across the map. So if you want to see me going to a certain place, you can go check out older things, and you can see where I went to Tizzy, or the air base, Northwest Air Base, I think that's what it is, the military zone, or I went to the Green Hill Top, or I went to all these different little cities. I've been like really everywhere, and I think the last spot that I'm putting a bit of a valiant effort into getting to is like this prison island place, because that was kind of requested. So I'm trying, at least the last few times, to make a decent effort to reach that particular part of the map. and that's my goal, is to get there. Yeah, remember when I was here and people were like broke into the house after shooting me when I spawned? That was pretty great. That was a ruthless episode, I think. I think that one was like the hardcore one where I kept doing like basically it's like spawn killed almost. It's crazy that people know the spawns and they just kind of wait there and then like shoot people. Or maybe there's just a group of guys there with guns by chance. I mean, it's not totally statistically unlikely, but you never know what happens. So yeah, that's basically DayZ on Xbox for now. Is this a car? Yo. I think this is the first car I've actually found in the wasteland. Yeah, by myself. I've been in a car before, but yeah, I've never actually. Oh my god, he's bleeding again. Great.